beautiful gems, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Alexis, and if you are new here, make sure you stop this video right now, okay? Hit that subscribe button and turn on my post notification bell because you will love it here. And if you're a returning subscriber, hey boo, and welcome back to the gang, period, okay? So in today's video, I will be showing you guys how I got this ginger / fiery red bob look. I did cut this hair as well. So if you guys want to see how I got this hair from this mess to this, then just keep on watching this video. So we are starting off with this 613 wig that I made. I used the glue method to make this wig, and I also have a video on my channel of how I make my wigs. I will link that somewhere. So I was so mad at my vendor originally because they sent me 3 bundles of 613, or this yellowy blondish looking hair, and then the closure was like lighter than the bundle. So I was so mad at them, but honestly that was the key to how I got my hairstyle. And this hair is from my company, CGZ Extensions. So I am working with raw hair, y'all. This raw hair is super thick. So before I started, you know, the watercolor method, I just put that wig on my head and kind of like parted the hair in the middle. So before I go ahead and dye this hair, all I did was just cut the ends. I did like a generic cut, you guys, because honestly, I was going to end up cutting this hair in a bob anyway. So I kind of just cut the ends before dyeing it because this hair was already long, and I just was like, you know, why waste a whole bunch of hair dye on long hair when I can just save that hair dye for my bob, you know? So that's why I kind of just cut the ends before I did this. And real quick, you guys, before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that I did not tone this hair at all since it is raw hair. I know before people dye hair, they usually tone their 613 hair, and with virgin hair, this will turn the hair platinum, and platinum just really makes the color pop. So I did not have to do that with this raw hair though. And child, I would never wear my hair like this. As you guys can see, I look real crazy right now, but don't worry because we're about to transform this wig, okay? So just keep on watching. I won't disappoint y'all. So I'm starting off with my Gots to Be Glue freezing spray, and I'm going to spray the knots of my closure wig. And this is just to protect the knots from getting any dye on them because it is annoying to fix. So as you guys can see that here, and then I'm kind of just blow drying it just until it gets like hard or sticky. Make sure it's dry before you go ahead and dye your wig. So I got this bin actually from the dollar store. As you guys can see, I filled it up with really hot water, but I did not fill it up all the way. I probably only filled it up like a quarter of the way, and I'm using the brand Kiss. I only had to use 2 bottles, cinnamon and then Cajun Spice. So I'm pouring that into this bin, and I poured both the bottles. I mixed the colors because I didn't want my hair to look too orange. I kind of wanted it to look like that perfect ginger, I don't know. So that's why I'm mixing both of these colors here. And you guys can see this water is super hot. It was actually really hot for me to touch. So I ended up getting my hair dyeing mixing brush to mix the product in because it was burning me, and I did use gloves for this process so the dye wouldn't get on my hands. And as you guys can see here, I'm just placing my wig in the dye, and I'm just submerging it in the water, you know, letting it all soak in. So I was kind of just like mixing it just so the colors could really get saturated in the hair. I was just making sure all the strands of hair were gotten. And as you guys can see, like the closure turned like red and the bundles were like a ginger color. And I actually really like that look because it looked like highlights. So you're going to leave your wig in for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes is up, you are going to shampoo your wig. And I'm using this Argan oil of Moroccan shampoo to shampoo my wig. And usually with raw hair, I like to work with a keratin shampoo just to make the hair softer because it is raw hair. And virgin hair, I like to use the Morocco shampoo. So I don't know why I use Morocco shampoo in this wig, but either way, it's going to get the job done. And as you guys can see, it was bleeding out. So now I'm taking my Keratin smoothing conditioner, and I use this amount, and I'm just rubbing all this into my wig. Anytime I work with raw hair, I love to deep condition the hair, and then I run that product through by brushing the wig just to make sure all the strands of hair have conditioner in it so it can be super soft. And when you are done, you are going to place your wig in a plastic baggie. And then you are going to put the bag with your wig in it in the microwave. Yes, I'm putting y'all on. This makes your hair so soft, and please don't be scared. This is the key to having really soft hair, y'all. Like, I'm telling you guys. And after it is done, you are going to have this sit in the bag for about 30 minutes to an hour. After 30 minutes to an hour have been up, you are just going to rinse the conditioner out of the hair with lukewarm water. And this hair felt so amazing and soft. And you guys can see I'm taking my dim in brush to like brush out the product just to make sure there's no more conditioner in it. And now here we are just blow drying the hair, and I just placed the wig on a mannequin head because it's so much easier for me to do it this way. Y'all, this hair color looks so bomb. Like, honestly, the color that I wanted was the color of the closure. I was kind of going for that color, not that orangish color, but honestly, it just looked really, really good. And this hair was super thick and healthy looking, guys. So I did end up cutting the lace off camera, and the good news is, since we are doing bangs, it doesn't matter how you cut the lace off because we're going to cover that anyway. So I'm just taking my BioSilk here. I love BioSilk anytime I use heat because it's such a lightweight oil. It's not heavy, and it just makes my hair nice and shiny, and I love how it smells. So I'm starting to part, and I'm starting at the bottom. The first thing that I did was press over my hair. So I didn't cut my hair or anything yet. I was kind of just pressing over it just to see. And then I kind of cut my hair right across just to see where I wanted my bob. And I realized I actually wanted it shorter than this. So I did end up cutting it some more. And then I kind of just went right over this again with this flat iron that I use. And I'm honestly testing this flat iron because I want to see if I want to sell it. So I can't say where I got it from. I'm sorry, guys. But this flat iron is touchscreen and it is bomb, okay? So I just took another piece here and I brushed it first. And then I kind of just cut. I wanted everything to be nice and even, so I basically cut the next piece of hair to the length of the first piece of hair that I cut. I hope that makes sense, guys, and I just kept doing that. I was trying to make sure everything was nice and even. I kind of wanted a bob where it was all the same length. So I went ahead and just did the same thing for the other side. And the clips that I'm using is from Sally's. It was in like a clip set, or you can just go to the hair store and get them as well. So right now I'm kind of just evening out any little pieces that I see and just cutting them off because we want this hair to be the same length. I kind of didn't know how I wanted my bob, y'all. Like, I was literally trying to figure it out as I went. And to cut my bangs, I basically just brushed some hair in the front. And as you guys can see, I like parted my hair towards the front. I didn't part straight across. If you notice, it's kind of like a curved part, and you guys will see me do that here. And before I cut my bang, I'm not cutting straight across, but I like to twist the bang, and I like to cut it just like that because it gives my bangs like a layery look. So as you guys can see, it gave it like some layers. The sides were longer, and then the middle was kind of like short, and then I twisted it again and then took my scissors and cut vertically, just scissored. I don't know how to explain it, but like you guys can see what I was doing with that. And then I went ahead and flattened my bangs out with my straightener, and my hair was kind of like sticking up, so I was using my comb and then flattening it out again because it just kept sticking up. So I did end up using my Gots to Be spray to spray over it. And I did use like my hot comb to like press over the bangs just to make sure my bangs would have stayed down. And it kept like sticking up, I guess, because this was a closure, and the closure was kind of like confused, like, girl, what are you doing? So yeah, I started flattening the rest or the top of the hair, and my part kind of got lost. So I did end up putting a middle part in this hair. And this middle part was really crooked, y'all. Like, middle parts, when it's on my head, like the wig is on my head, it looks straight. But then when I'm looking at it on the camera, I'm just like, bruh, this is crooked as crap. So yeah, do not mind that. I'm sorry about that, y'all. So then I took some scissors and kind of just like layered the front of the sides to give me that like layery look. And I took my BioSilk to put on the top of my hair just to make it nice and shiny and smooth. And then I believe I went over it again with a hot comb. And then I started plucking my middle part to look a little more natural looking because my part just was not giving me the scalp that I wanted. This is optional. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to, but this is something that I like doing. So I just took some tweezers and started plucking the middle, but don't over pluck too much. And then I took my foundation and just used a makeup brush, and I'm kind of just putting my liquid foundation in the part to make it look more like my scalp. Oh, here we go. So yeah, I was using my hot comb again, and then I just was cutting off any more excess pieces that I was seeing. One thing that I do need is some thinning shears for the ends of my hair because this hair was really thick. But that was the end of this video, babes. I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching.